All right, guys, this is finally time to be sharpened. This is our Cowboys prototype, beautiful, crazy knife with the white and blue. Maybe too much white, but I sure like the white. So we're gonna wrap this thing up. Jason, we turn those ringers off those phones. It's not to hear in my videos. This is completely impractical. This is actually done on the same platform as this knife. So these knives were born the same way. Obviously, we decided to go a little crazy with the Cowboys knife. And who doesn't love America's team? I suppose there's some anti-Cowboys guys, but we're going to... Actually, let me show you this, too. This is going to be funny. Watch. So right now, you couldn't cut... I don't think you could cut warm butter with this knife right now. Let's see. No. Right? Okay, it kind of got through, but that's weak. Now watch this. Come on, Jason, slip through there. So we're going to do some protective tape on the blade. This is very durable, but I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to put a steel clamp on there without putting a condom on it. If you have an option to wear a condom, you should always do it. And it's better to wear two than one, because that way you for sure, still not 100%, but your odds are better with two than none, for sure. So we're going to put this here. I've been avoiding sharpening this knife for a while, but the client finally said he's ready for it. So now I kind of have to sharpen it. And he says he wants it stupid sharp. Something like this. Oops. He wants it really sharp, like that one is. Yeah, so we're gonna give him that sharpness. So they start out pretty sharp. We prep everything to be a masterpiece, but the color change on this required us to sandblast it, which is why it's so dull. Putting a lot of pressure on that. No cuts, it's not really sharp. Now we'll do some more protective taping off and pray I don't screw up and scratch something that doesn't need to be scratched. So let's find out how good I am. This is the Wicked Edge Pro whatever. If you're sharpening one knife here and there, don't spend the money on this. This is probably $2,000, $2,500 with all the stuff. But I sharpen a lot of knives. Today I've already sharpened, how many knives have I sharpened today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 knives from dull to razor sharp. And then I've got about 6 more to go. So I'll show you guys how I do it. Here we go. I got another time lapse going here. That's been going for the past 6 hours. Oh, they got steam on them. That's so weird. Hopefully the video quality's not crap.
Jason, after Bobby finishes the snag, can you have the customer registration?
You got it. All right, so I'm going to start out with 200 grit. I kind of know what to expect. I've sharpened thousands of these blades, this exact blade, and right now there's really nothing to feel after the smog. I already know what angle to go at. I have it set to that angle already. I'm just going to rub some of this KG gun coat off of here and kind of establish an edge. Get some of the paint off. We got a ways to go. I don't like starting with 100 grit. It's a lot of work to go from 1 to 2. Now, a lot of guys you see use this sharpening system. You'll probably hear them say something like, you know, don't go up and down till you get at least 1,000 grit. That may be true for a stock knife. And of course, they're making no references to what kind of steels you're working with. And there's reasons for that. I'm just trying to knock this paint off so I can start the sharpening process. I got to get through the paint first. And I don't want to make 50 long strokes when I could do this in maybe 20 or 30 short strokes. Okay, so I can see the paint starting to come off, which is what I want. I don't like taking the paint off with the 4 or 600 because it gets it really gummy. It's too fine for this heavy work. A little bit more here to go. Of course, doing it like this, you get a really, really fat burr on the other side. That will get straightened out momentarily. I normally use a Tormek T8 for lots of different blades. This one, the Tormek T8 will not work. That big flat wheel, there's no way to make this transition down into here. So, or if you know how to do it, send me a video of it. I'd love to see it. I've tried it 1,000 times and I've never succeeded. So that's why I bought the Wicked Edge, because of this exact blade. We sharpen these blades just about every single day. We do a couple of these every, probably 15 a week. Today's an exception. We had a client get a bunch of them. But I want to throw this in the mix. There we go. Got that paint off of there. All right, now we're going to stroke it. There's some paint built up on that, so I'll flip this over. There we go. Knock that paint off. I don't like to get these wet for lots of reasons. And because of the different contours in this blade, you can't make I don't do a full pass until I get to 1,000 or higher, because I don't want to wear this off completely here. The factory edge is kind of weird on this blade. Alright, so that's pretty good. This is still not good. Feels great down here. It's good but not great here. If we switch to 400 grit now, I'll be dissatisfied with how it comes out, so we gotta go a little further. Maybe 100 more strokes. And some of you might ask, why don't you go down to 100 grit? That's a really aggressive grit. I'd rather take my time, and 200 is actually, I prefer starting at 4, but you can be stuck for 10 minutes on 400 based on how this thing started out. So I don't want to do that. Spending extra time on this unnecessarily does not pay anything. So I don't like to waste time. I think we're just about ready for 400. Yeah, we're ready. So this is your 400, 600. We'll go to 4. I like to use a little spray weight or water, doesn't really matter. I just like to use something a little damp and a towel to wipe off all the schmutz. What I don't want to do is grind my 200 grit into my 400. Terrible idea. I'm not just going up, I'm going up and out. I've probably done 2,000 of this exact blade. So I kind of know. I should have this bolted down. But I'm in a new sharpening spot right now, so it's sitting on glass, which is probably a terrible idea. It's easy to clean all the dust off of it. So let's take a look. It feels good, it looks good, it actually feels fantastic. I'm very, very happy with the way that feels. At this point, yes, you can cut yourself to the bone very quickly, so don't get in such a hurry. I've done this thousands of times, so if you're just getting this particular sharpener and you're getting started with it, I was very clumsy for the first, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 knives. When I say clumsy, I mean I just had to go slow until I really got myself into a groove. You might be faster, it might take you 100 knives, I don't know. But this speed works for me. But don't watch what I'm doing and think to yourself, oh, I'm never gonna get it, or let me try to go that fast. One of my guys I taught how to use this, he was probably on his 20th or 30th knife, and I kind of was listening from a different room, and I could hear the stroke speeding up. And I had warned him 100 times, bro, just go slow. I don't care if you get one knife done per hour, hour and a half. I'm fine with that until you really get in your groove. And about 5 minutes into going really fast, he comes in looking for a Band-Aid. He's got his bone sticking out. He caught himself. And yeah, don't do that. This is 100% dangerous, because the more you go, the sharper it gets, the easier it is to slice a finger to the bone. You won't cut a finger off, but you'll definitely hit the bone quick. Once you get to, this is 600 grit, it's sharp now. I mean, it's really sharp. Like you could skin an animal with it at this point, if that's what you're gonna do with your knives. Clean it off every time you transition to a higher grit. Yeah, feels fantastic. And look, don't take my word for it. There's thousands of guys on YouTube doing videos about the Wicked Edge and all kinds of knife sharpening systems. And I'm pretty much starting from scratch with this. This knife was sandblasted and painted, so I had to pretty much start from scratch and reestablish a new edge. So if you find somebody else's videos and their style or exactly how they do it works better for you, then do it their way. Don't do it my way. If you found somebody else you like the way they do it better, just get your own groove. Find out what works for you. I mean, and look, I may have started out just like you when I first got my Wicked Edge. And of course, the company does have some pretty good videos, I'll be honest with you. They have some nice videos on the internet. But I watched lots of different people's videos, you know, professional knife sharpeners that use this system as well as many other systems. I found a guy who uses nothing but Tormek T8 for everything, but he doesn't do any blades like this, or at least I've never seen him do any blades like this. So I just kind of made up my own thing based on watching a whole bunch of different people's videos and then practicing and see what kind of results I got. I didn't always produce an amazing edge. I learned lots of stuff in the first 500. I still learn stuff a little bit. I kind of got it down now. Whew. Man, oh man, yeah, that's only 800, and that's ridiculously sharp already. You could probably shave with it at this point, no problem. Now, lots of knives that aren't that sharp will technically take hair off your arm or whatever, but you're not really cutting gently through it, you're kind of forcing your way through it. Just laying a blade on your arm, obviously there's many ways to test the sharpness of a knife. Look, this isn't, my customers who get knives like this, they just want the edge mirror finished and they want to be able to cut through whatever they want to cut through, which is what I do. I don't test them. on the wire machines or anything like that. I probably should get one and do that, but that's just some unnecessary validation. Let's be honest. Once you get to the point where I'm at right now, this knife is already stupid sharp. Now you notice also I've gone to 1000 grit and I'm making single strokes through everything. That'll round this off a hair, and that's just what I do. Nobody's ever requested to keep that a square, so I don't mind. I've done it. It's a lot more work doing it that way because you got to start here, then you get it. It's basically two separate knives you're sharpening. But from this point forward, this client's probably going to set this up on a shelf, cut himself in front of his buddy and say, hey, look how sharp my knife is. I suspect that's what he'll do with this. This is just a showpiece. This is a very gaudy, unnecessary, way overdone knife. So this is just for looks. And I'm positive I'm going to get tons of crap because I'm going to post this full-length video on YouTube. I'm certain I'll get tons of crap from Wicked Edge guys, knife guys, the Dallas Cowboys. But hey, you know what? That's just social media. That's the way it is. If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. So I pride myself in averaging at least 10,000 negative comments a day. Those are all fantastic, but you guys keep watching, so thank you. I appreciate it for sure. Let's see how sharp it is right now. Just a quick test. Uh-oh. We'll do this just to see. Yeah, it's already pretty sharp, but we're gonna go a lot further. I'm gonna go till I have a really nice mirror on the edge. Of course, I already know it's sharp, and certainly it's not getting any duller. I'm staying at the same angle, so I can do nothing but sharpen it more and more and more. And it's a very impractical edge to go this far, to be honest with you. This is nothing you want to carry in your pocket and, you know, open up a can of beans, open your mail, whittle a stick. That would be detrimental to this. Once you get past 600 grit, which I consider a nice grit to make a really good sharp utility blade, once you get sharper than that, it gets dull so quick. That little burr will lay over so fast because it's so sharp. So, like if you took a scalpel that a surgeon uses that can cut through skin like nothing, and then, you know, tried to, you know, whittle a twig or a branch into something, you know, you're not going to be able to use it in the surgery room anymore because it's so sharp, it's just going to lay over immediately and get dull as crap. So this is just for looks and for fun and to prove to your buddies that you got a sharper knife than they do. That's completely impractical, that you spent way too much money on, that you paid John Eric to put hours and hours and hours into. Now obviously I'm not going to sharpen it for hours, but we made every part of this knife as a one-off for this client, and it's pretty sweet. I can't tell you who the client is, but I will tell you I'm not worried about licensing with the Cowboys, and that's all I'm going to say. And it's not because I have a license with the Cowboys, it's because, well, it just might be a cowboy getting this knife. Who, I can't say, but we have a lot of different customers. I can tell you Michael Jordan's one of our customers. Donald Trump is one of our customers. There's lots of other people I could name, but those are the ones I can name. Many more I won't. That's not name dropping. That's, well, actually, you know, maybe it is name dropping. All right, that's all the way to 3,000. That feels very nice. Now we're gonna go to really, really sick. We got our 1.4 and our 0.6 next. Get the schputz off. There we go. At this point, we're just polishing the edge. Client wants a nice mirror, so we're going to give him a nice mirror. And this is how you do it. Is there an easier way? I don't know. If there is, please make me a video and send it to me and show me. Is there a faster way? I don't know. If there is, make me a video and send it to me. I mean, I suppose you could send it to China and have somebody over there do all this work for like 50 cents. But other than that, I don't know a better, easier, faster way to do it. But like I said, if you do, I invite all your comments, your videos, your feedback. I would love to hear what methods you have that are superior to mine. And you know, I did a video recently where I showed a couple of bricks, you know, the cash boxes we make. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know what I'm talking about. And I asked people, I said, hey, look, this is what we make. What do you guys manufacture? Like, what do you take, you know, raw stock and turn it into? Send the video, because I got millions of haters, which is freaking awesome. But I asked you, what is it you guys make? Show it to me. Not from a smart-ass way, but I'd like to see, you know, what is it other people make? Now, you can go online and look at all kinds of things people make, but I'm curious what my followers, the people who watch my content, what do you guys make? Or maybe none of you do anything, because nobody's responded yet. I think that video's got maybe about 200,000 views, which is okay. It didn't get into the tens of millions I wished it would have, because I would like to see what the people that watch my videos also make, which is pretty cool. I've got a client that makes really badass wooden doors, like barn doors and stuff, really high-end custom stuff. His door started about $25K, so he's out of my budget, but his work is unbelievable. And he's not on social media either. He's just one of my clients. He buys, well, actually, he does a lot of stuff with me, but his main thing is really high-end custom doors for really high-end custom homes. And if you've got 40-foot doors as your front door, he's your guy. He makes really beautiful stuff. So, but he's got no social media, so I'm always curious what it is that people make that are my followers. Whoo! Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely sharp now. Holy cow. Okay, this is gonna go to the client. We'll probably ship it Monday. Today's Saturday after the 4th of July. All right, I think we did it. That was not too bad. How long did that take? 22 minutes? Not terrible. Not my quickest job, but not terrible. Make sure we don't have any dimples in the paint. That would really suck. I've done that before too. Let's see if I can get the shine on there. It's hard to see. It's not. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of it there. Yeah, you can see that mirror. That is a beautiful, beautiful. It's a showpiece. It's just for show. So, ooh. Yeah, just set that on your shelf and forget about it. You're welcome.